we live?
Mic checks.
Mic check 1 2.
Hey. Mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 3.
I don't know.
Holly?
Huh?
Mic check. Mic check.
Oh, mic check. Go
Hold
ahead.
on.
Go ahead, Espen. Mic check.
check.
You got that?
Yeah.
Okay.
We doing call in tonight?
Towards the end if we have time.
Okay. You put my number out there?
Mic check 1 2.
Go ahead and put your phones on.
Mic check, mic check.
Put your phones and get the game on and whatever not.
Holding Epson get his mic check.
You heard that.
What you said?
He said even Espen got his mic check. He went, hey.
Everybody ready to go?
Mhm.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to week 6 of high school football. And for Under the Lights, my name is Jordan Taylor. This is Under the Lights, and this is Game Picks on a special night, Tuesday night edition, because tomorrow night we have other plans going on. So we got together tonight, and we are going to talk football tonight. We will pick some games tonight. We will talk some shout-outs, power rankings, stat leaders, and the whole 9 yards. I want to go ahead now and say thank you very much to our guest picker for tonight, Mr. Alex Fontenot.
Nice to be here.
Also, I want to go ahead and introduce the panel now, but I also want to say we are broadcasting live from Opelousas, Louisiana at Gary Swallow's Taekwondo Martial Arts building right on side P Kings. You want some good food, go to P Kings.
Right.
Go ahead and turn things down to the end. Introduce yourself. Let everyone know who are you and why Under the Lights.
Hello, everybody. My name is Donald Ray Young Sr. Thank you for joining in. Everybody that send their congrats to us, send their shout outs to us, we really appreciate it. Why Under the Lights? Under the Lights is a sports show that we focus on our high school teams, on our athletes. You know, not to knock nobody else, but here we focus on our kids from the parish area, Opelousas, Eunice, North Central, Beauchamp, Westminster. This is a show that we talk to our coaches directly, either on the phone or we invite them in as a guest. So thanks a lot. Stay tuned to our picks. We're going to have a lot of fun. And over to me, going to be our guest speaker tonight. He's straight up Northwest High School.
All right.
That's Mr. Alex Fontenot.
Yeah, Alex Fontenot, Under the Lights, good show. High school football, high school sports, the amateurity of it is a lot of fun.
Gary Swallow, Tiger Rock Martial Arts, Under the Lights, because it's the best show around.
Keeping it short and sweet. Holden Lee, George's best friend.
All right. Any news we need to share from the panel before we get rolling? Anything y'all have that I don't have wrote down here that y'all would like to share? I know we got homecoming this week for y'all Amada. I know our teams are on the road heading to Crowley. Your team's heading to Pine Prairie. His team is heading to.
We're at home.
They're going to be at home against North Shore. So we got some teams hitting the road, some teams playing at home. So we got a split panel tonight of where our teams are playing this week.
We'll be, as you know, the homecoming for Opelousas High School. You know, it became a tradition. It started with some guys that went to Ville Platte, saw what Ville Platte was doing, and hey, let's keep it going for Opelousas High. You know, and now it began to be a tradition to where everybody get together and have one big Halloween. It's a homecoming celebration. So if anybody local, come out to Opelousas High School for some good cooking and tailgating party. Thank you.
Tell everybody about your business, Alex.
Yeah, Bird's Eye Insurance. Got agents all over the state of Louisiana. One of the biggest agencies in Texas. and can do it all: home, auto, commercial, life, health, whatever you need.
Gary, anybody interested in Taekwondo, what they got to do?
They just got to give me a call. We've been getting ready for our next rank advancement, and we've been having a lot of people coming in talking about getting their kids and themselves in classes. If you're interested in any martial arts training, come and see us. Give us a call, 337-948-3433. We'd love to have you. We're starting at ages at 4 and up.
And me and Holden drive forklifts, so that's okay. That's all we got over here. All right, let's talk sponsors for Under the Lights. I want to give a special thank you to these sponsors personally. Buck and Duck, specializing in land development, civil construction, tree services, debris removal, and hot shot trucking. No job is too big. Give owner Kenny Berry and his team a call today. Thank you to Buck and Duck. Also, Deaton's Cajun Kitchen, selling delicious ball, crawfish, seafood, and seasonal snow cones with a friendly smile. Currently located at 904 4th Avenue in Kinder, Louisiana. Give Deaton's a chance to earn your business, and you won't be disappointed. Bird's Eye Insurance, right on side of us. Call Alex Fontenot for the Bird's Eye Insurance quote at 337-308-1230. The cheapest rates around, located in the Opelousas area, Acadiana area. Find him there for that. How about Wells Cooley with Lake Area Insurance Group, an independent insurance agent offering many markets for your personal and commercial needs down in Kinder, Louisiana. Give Wells Cooley a call today. Also want to give a follow to Touched by Grace Photography and Videography on Facebook. We met those guys at the game last week,
Sure did.
and those are hats off. They're doing outstanding work. They cover 4 teams: Gaydon, Abbeville, Lake Arthur, and Kaplan. So they're doing great work in that region. Give them a follow today. Also, Ricky Aub's Photography on Facebook covers LCA and Acadiana. He takes outstanding photos. Go follow him on Facebook also. Our social media platform. You can find us on Facebook at Under the Lights. You can find us on Instagram at Under the Lights 4. You can follow us on Twitter at UTL Sports 4, and you can follow us on TikTok at Under the Lights 4. Take a breath there, and let's talk some football for a second. That's fine with y'all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how about your stat leaders heading into week 6? If I said rushing, who's your rushing leader heading into week 6? Who would you say it is? What team?
Oh, man. Is this including the...
This is the whole state of Louisiana. Who's the top rusher right now in Louisiana? If you had a, who you think? Just throw a team out there. Avoyles? Okay.
I'll say Vols too because of the type of offense they're running.
Okay.
I don't know how he did against Texas, but the homeschool crew, they were doing pretty good.
Okay.
He was, as a matter of fact, he was number 1 in the state for a while.
Holden?
It's either Abbeville's running back or Pine Prairie.
Okay. I'm going to give you who the top leading rusher in the state right now it is. It's A.J. Allen out of Neville High School.
Neville.
103 attempts on the year, 1,152 yards on the year, and 15 touchdowns. That is your leading rusher right now in the state of Louisiana.
But I'm gonna tell you, that kid from Vols is right behind him because you remember week 3, going to week 4, we spoke to his coach, Coach Boone, and Coach Boone said out of 3 games he had over 900 rushing yards.
Yeah. I'll tell you who is in the top 3.
Who's that, bro?
Pine Prairie's running back is
I knew he
ranked
was there
3rd right now.
somewhere.
He's right
ahead.
there. Go ahead,
So-
Pine Prairie.
Passing leaders.
And what's his name?
Oh,
The kid from Pine Prairie.
I don't have it right.
Okay,
in front
that's
of me.
all right. That's all right.
Passing leaders
Elijah something, I think.
heading into week 6. Who would you say would it be?
Passing?
Passing leaders. I'm gonna give you a stat line, and then you can give me a name, a team. He's 98 for 130, 1,657 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. Who would it
Walker
be?
Howard.
Arch Manning.
Neither.
Neither? Wow.
So we got Walker Howard, Arch Manning. Who you got?
have the slightest clue.
Who you got?
I know who you're talking about too. I can't think of the school, but I knew exactly because we was looking at it last week. It's gonna aggravate me now. Might as well say it because I can't think of it better.
Landry Liddy
Yep.
out of Calvary
Yeah,
Baptist.
look.
That's exactly
Chris
what Chris
Esprit wrote
Chris
that.
Esprit
Calvin.
put.
Yep. How about your receiving leader
Oh,
in week 6? And this is the final stat leader for week 6. 37 receptions, 964 yards, 12 touchdowns. Any guesses? Got some good passing attacks out there. Who you think's the leading receiver?
well, I
What's that
would,
guy
I
from
would
St.
like,
James?
St. James?
I would like to say Makai Jones, but I don't think we'll just threw the ball that complete that many passes.
Garrett?
I'm not sure.
I think Pine Prairie's receiver.
Tom Prairie's got some
Yeah.
numbers.
I would say probably West.
Because Makai don't miss many.
Golly, geez, I'm at a blank.
It's going to be Jamal Levi out of Barr
Bar
is your
okay.
leading receiver right now.
Wow.
So
Coach
that
Stanford from Westminster still ran the boss.
yeah.
Yeah.
So A.J. Allen, Landry Liddy, and Jamal Levi. Neville, Calvary Baptist, Barr. That's some big names there.
Right.
So that's
wow.
your stats leader heading into week 6.
All right, Coach Stanford.
I know Pine Prairie's up there.
Yeah. How about
Yeah.
your longest win streak in the state of Louisiana right now? Who got it?
In Louisiana.
LCA just got broke last week.
Right.
Catholic Hodge behind him.
Want to be Oak Grove?
Catholic of Baton Rouge.
No, it's going to be Madison Prep
Really?
with 14
That's
game
right,
win streak.
that's right.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Cliff.
Madison Prep.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that is your longest win streak in the state of Louisiana right now at 14.
They're gonna say Oak Grove.
Cookie.
They lost the first game.
Oh, yeah.
Who said over?
Damn.
Huh?
Oak Grove lost the first game of the year.
Okay, then. Okay, sue me.
Defensive leaders. I could not find the stats on defensive leaders today. I searched for them, and I must have not been looking in the right place.
They lost the first game of the season.
They lost the first 3.
First
They
three.
went 0-3.
They went
Oh,
0-3.
But
my bad.
but look who they played.
Played
Okay.
Powerhouses.
Yeah.
Let's talk about power rankings heading into this week. A little mix up. Some teams change, some teams stay the same. You remember the power rankings from last week. Here we go. 1A is Slaughter Community Charter at 3-1. They stay the same.
Where are they located at? I mean, I always hear about this school.
Somewhere up north.
North Louisiana. That's all.
2A will be A Meat. No change there. They are 3-0. 3A, no change there. St. James, they're 3-1. 4A, no change there. Edna Corps is 3-0. 5A, we have a change there. Ponchatoula takes over the number 1 spot in 5A right now at 3-0. Division 1, no change there. Division 2, no change. Division 3, no change. Division 4, no change. Cal Philip of Baton Rouge is 5-0. ULAB is 5-0. Notre Dame is 4-1. St. Mary's is 4-1. And they're located outside of Baton Rouge and West Feliciana Parish. Thank you for letting us know there. Slaughter Community Charter.
Where's Westminster sitting down there?
Top 5 the last time I looked at it.
Four.
All right, so we talked about stat leaders. We talked about our shout-outs. We talked about our power rankings. We talked about social media. Final thing before we get to game picks, okay? And y'all can stop me at any time if y'all have something to say. Okay, here's your headlines from last week. Donald, I'm not sure if you read the comment, but when I shared this to our Facebook post, Bruley hangs 84 points on Collegiate of Baton Rouge. Coach Boone from Avoyo said, "We're not the only one that runs the score up." They said, at least we're not the only one. That's what the comment was.
I didn't.
84 points.
I wasn't aware of that.
84-0.
Dang,
Yep.
84-0.
How about?
Think-
Go ahead.
That's okay. Go ahead.
5-star LSU commit Walker Howard goes down with an injury. We was talking about him last week, shutting it down for the year, and we was not expecting him to shut it down that way.
Well, Alex was just telling me that they ruled it as a broken ankle, which I think is a good move. on his
Fibula,
part because
So
he had.
it was a break.
That's
Fibula.
what
Broken
I was
fibula.
just
Okay,
telling
yeah,
you,
he's
it's
done.
a broken ankle.
Yeah.
Well,
Fibula.
even
Fibula.
Oh,
Fibula,
yeah,
that's the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
a clean break though, so he's good.
Oh, so he's gonna heal it back
Yeah.
up real quick.
Yeah. But yeah, that's.
I feel bad for the young
Yeah.
man, but right now he had to be good. You know.
But STM's going to struggle now without
Yeah.
him.
Yep. How about first time since 1995, after 11 straight losses, Neville finally got West Monroe.
Right.
First time since 1995, Neville beat West Monroe this past
Right.
week.
Let me ask you something. Did you get in the world on the kid from Cecilia?
I seen what was a pendant? No, I don't.
Ruptured spleen.
Yeah, ruptured
Spleen
spleen.
or something like that.
Yeah.
So, some key guys, some key teams are going down
Right.
Yeah.
locally.
Yeah. And that's
And
that's
some
going
key-
to be hard for them.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
this
Gary,
year.
because but Gary has some key positions. I
Right.
mean, when you talking about running back or quarterback,
Quarterback.
that's skill positions. You know.
Especially with
linebackers.
teams.
Leaders of your team too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
real
team
team.
leaders. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
How about Dylan Sampson? Have you heard the name?
Never heard of him.
He's a Tennessee volunteer commit. He breaks Eddie Lacy's all-time rushing record at Dutchtown this past week.
Really?
So congratulations
Go ahead.
to Dylan Sampson there.
That's awesome.
Loreville, they scored in final seconds to top Kaplan. I know it's not a big headline, but they got it done at the end. We've seen a lot of finishes like that lately, and I thought that one was one that should have been noticed.
Laurelville's a team to be reckoned with, guys.
How about Alexandria? You know what they use Saturdays for? Friday nights they play games. They're undefeated right now. You know what they use Saturdays for?
Community service.
Alexandria uses Saturday mornings for study hall.
Really?
Yeah, their football team.
Well, that's good because that shows that they're not just all about the sport. They're all about they support the academics too, and that's very important. Very
De Ritter plans on to retire number 5 DeShazier Everett jersey November 5th. So keep an eye on that. A retired jersey at De Ritter.
Okay, let me speak on that. On reference to that subject, Appaloosas High will be retiring Robert Hammond jersey.
This Friday, huh?
weekend.
This week?
Friday.
Yeah.
This Friday. Everybody know Robert Hammond. He played under Coach Daughtry back in the early 90s, I think. And then he moved on to play at Florida State, and he came back home and played. He finished his career at Southern University. Superstar athlete. I remember seeing this kid,
Right.
and it's a really great honor for them to retire his jersey.
Okay.
Right. That's good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ruston came down to STM last week and had a statement win. But let's get to know Ruston a little bit. Ruston's defensive coordinator is the former NFL veteran Kyle Williams. And he is planning on getting inducted into the
yeah.
Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame. So that's a
Played for,
huge
Buffalo.
congratulations
Yeah.
for
He
Kyle
played at
Williams.
LSU, then he went to Buffalo.
Right.
DC
Go
at
ahead.
Ruston. He's getting inducted into the Louisiana High School Hall of Fame.
That's awesome. That's awesome to hear.
And you know, I think he played his whole career at Buffalo.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hold it.
Well, he went to LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
went
did.
to-
Bless you.
Yeah,
He went to
he
LSU.
did. He
and
played
then
his
he got
entire
drafted.
career at Buffalo.
I think he got drafted in the 3rd round to Buffalo.
You don't see that very often.
No, he played
but
his
that's
whole
awesome.
career. I think we did 10, 12 years over there.
Yeah.
Man.
3 more headlines and then we'll move on to picks. 43 teams in the state of Louisiana remain undefeated heading into week 6.
Well, that's
Keep that
impressive.
number in mind. We're going to look at it Friday night, okay?
Okay.
43 are still undefeated in the state of Louisiana. We're going to see how many we have remaining Friday night
wow.
at the recap show, okay?
Wow, that's gonna be awesome.
Oh,
How about some homeschool football? Taylor Bolton, I don't know if I said that right, but Taylor Bolton and the Acadiana Christian Academy Defenders are ranked number 14 in the entire country in homeschool football.
I saw that.
So
I saw that.
that's huge news right there.
Yeah.
14th in the entire country
I
of,
saw that. I
of
saw that
homeschool
earlier.
football.
Yeah.
I wanted to give a headline there.
And aren't they the defending national champions?
Back to back.
Back-to-back national champions. And this is here in Acadiana. You can't ask for better than that, guys.
And final one will be LSU commit Trevante Citizen
LCCP.
will play in the All-American game. So congratulations to Lake Charles College Prep running back. The LSU commit will head to the All-American game. We can't wait to see him. So that is my headlines. Any more headlines anyone at the panel wants to add? Or everybody's good to go?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. 37 people watching. Outstanding number for a Tuesday night. I know
Yes.
people got work tomorrow. I know people will watch this tomorrow and the coming days. So hello everyone out there. Once again, my name is Jordan Taylor. This is Donald Young, Alex Fontenot,
Gary Swallow,
Holden Lee, Miss Cookie's here, and Miss Holly Revere with Espen is here. If you ain't already hit the like button, go ahead and hit it now. If you ain't shared the stream, go ahead and share it now. Help a Playboy out here.
Okay, Mr. Braden Wilson say that Slaughter is out of West Feliciana Parish.
Yeah.
Outside of Baton Rouge. Thanks a lot, Mr. Wilson.
Yeah.
Hello,
Uh,
Austin Dumbo. How you doing, Austin? My power forward.
If anyone would like to follow in the comments as we make picks, go ahead and put your picks in the comments. We would love to see you follow along with us. Chris does it every week. Alex usually does it, but he's sitting on the panel. And so many more
He
people
decided to come down and do
have-
it right way.
Yeah, gotta get in the studio.
have given picks
Okay,
these last
Austin,
few
we
weeks.
got not Austin. Jordan, we got a request next time we do the stats. Mr. Ryan Bertrand asked for us to get some defensive stats.
Yeah, I told him, I said I looked for them, but I couldn't find them today.
Okay.
If anybody knows where they at, point in my direction. I'll have them ready for next week.
Our stats, man. He's good at getting those stats. I mean, you all good, Jordan.
Okay. So,
Let's roll.
so thanks everyone for like, sharing, and comment. Let's roll on to some high school football in the state of Louisiana. We are going to Thursday night football, and this is the Under the Lights show. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Here we go. Thursday night football. You need a pen? That's a good toss, Miss Cookie. 1-4, Basile kicks us off for Thursday night football. They're gonna head down the road, and it ain't a far drive. They're gonna go to 0-5 Elton, and I heard it's the battle of the Bayou on the line. They play for a trophy. Who's gonna protect the Bayou this week, Donald?
Oh,
That's
it
what
would
they're
be- it would
playing
be
for.
Basile. Right down 190, right down Highway 190.
They
I'm
are
going-
side by side here. Both communities should show out. It should be an outstanding atmosphere for this one.
Well, I'm gonna have to go with Basile on this one.
Alex,
Yeah, I'm going Basile too.
Me too.
Holden?
Basile.
Yeah, Sam Bacon and Basile Bearcats. I'm going to have to say Basile myself. I'm not putting the helmet on this week. I gave y'all bad luck last week. So we're just going to touch it this week.
There you go.
So give me Basile for this one, and we will see y'all Thursday night. 2-3 Sulphur at 2-3 Southside. You know why this game's hard to pick? Because Sulphur beat Lafayette last week, so that throws a whole wrench into the rug here.
Yeah, but
Southside been winning some games, but they also been losing some games.
Right.
So it's kind of at the point the Southside win the line of scrimmage in this one, or does Sulphur just explode on points this week?
Right.
That's what I can't figure out.
I think Southside will take this one really because they're at home. And Southside, I want to say, in my opinion, been tested. I think they're going 2-3 right now. They're going to the district play. I think they've been tested. I'm going with Southside on this one, Jordan.
Yeah, I'm staying with Southside at home.
I'm gonna do that also. I'm going Southside.
Yeah, I think Sulphur last week they was playing Lafayette at home.
Uh-huh.
In front of that home crowd, it's a big stadium. I think they gave them the extra push, but they got to go on the road this week. So give me Southside at home.
Southside, baby.
5 across the board. Back-to-back picks, 5 across the board. I guarantee it won't be 5 across the picks down the road. Because when you look at this back half of this Friday night schedule, these picks are going to jump off, and they're going to make your hair stand up.
I had to stop. I caught a headache.
Last Thursday night game we have is the undefeated Abbeville Wildcats against the 3-2 St. Martinville Tigers. This is a great matchup on Thursday night. This is great football that's going to be played. The key is, can Abbeville move to 6-0 for the first time in a very long time? I know we got some Abbeville people watching in the chat tonight because we gained some fans last week from doing the game.
Right.
And I know St. Martinville took one off the chin last week to who they played. Karen Crow.
Right.
So they're going to be wanting this one bad at home. And it's a tough to go into St. Martinville. What you think, Donald?
St. Martinville. I'm going to say Martinville because they play in the Ville, and that's another team. Like we said, St. Martinville been tested. You know, I know they have a win by COVID, but I really think St. Martinville will come out and defend their home turf. I'm going with the Ville on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go St. Martinville. Abbeville's played a bunch of 1A teams, and
There you go.
I feel like St. Martinville's a little more tested. They're gonna take it at home.
I agree. I'm going St. Martinville.
St. Martinville has, I think, 2 of their wins off of forfeit COVID.
Was that holding?
I think St. Martinville, if I was reading, has 2 wins off of COVID wins. And I've seen when they actually play, I know it's good teams, but when they play good competition, they've lost. And I've seen Abbeville, and I know regardless who they played, if you watch that coach's speech, Jordy shared it on our page, them kids play for that man, and he's a motivator. I'm going with Abbeville.
I hear you, bro.
Yeah, I think that Abbeville has a dang good shot to go into St. Martinville and knock them off. But I just think if St. Martinville would have won last week,
Yeah.
I would pick Abbeville this week. But St. Martinville losing, they got a bad taste in their mouth this week, so I'm gonna have to go St. Martinville.
That's why.
Right.
That's why I say Martinville coming with a chip on their shoulder.
Right.
They're gonna show them, hey, we are for real here.
But Abbeville's just gonna lay down.
Nope, it should
Oh,
be.
no,
It
no,
should
it
be
should
four.
be a
It
good
should
game.
be 4 quarters
It
of
should be-
great football.
Yeah, it should be 4 quarters of good football.
Exactly, and St. Martinville will come out in the 4th quarter and take it. Now I see St. Martinville by 14.
I'll bet you on that one personally.
Let's talk off.
They ain't gonna beat Abbeville much.
You all
less
think they're
by
gonna beat
14.
Abbeville? Okay, we're gonna talk about that. Move on.
Friday night football will be. We're gonna start things off with some homeschool action here. How about Acadiana Christian Homeschool is 4-2 in the year. They're gonna hit the road. They're gonna go to Texas and play 1-4 West Hardin. They are 0-2 heading down to Texas so far, Gary. So, what is your thoughts on that situation? Could they possibly go 0-3 in the state of Texas, or can they get their first win?
I
Donald.
don't know. I honestly think that they're going to win. I think they're going to do it. I have a little gut feeling.
Yeah, I'm going Acadiana Christian.
Same here.
And you
Katie.
said you got somebody that you know that's
Yeah.
on the DC?
Yeah, brother-in-law's a defensive coordinator over there.
Okay. Katie Anna Christian for myself.
Same.
Holden win Katie Anna Christian also 5 across the board. 0-5 North Central at 5-0 Westminster. We talked to Travis Blaze the other night, and he said that a lot of people are writing off North Central. He
Yeah.
said we are not taking them lightly because anybody can get beat on any given day. And he said this is a good football team we're going to play on Friday night. But
I mean, they hung. Same. North Central hung. Was it what? 28, 30 points on Northwood last weekend.
30.
I mean, so they could score.
yeah, but can they stop Westminster? I don't think they can.
No. I'm not saying Westminster going to lose to them, but
No.
what I'm getting at, they are capable of scoring.
So give me Westminster at home. They improved to 6-0.
Give me a point spread.
A lot.
I don't want to say point spreads because I like both coaches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Most
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Westminster takes this one in a big one.
Yeah, me too.
I'll be like Jordan. I won't say nothing bad. I'll just pick Westminster.
Next game up is our alma mater, Gary. It's going to be 0-5 Port Barry hitting the road, going to Rice City itself to take on 1-4 Crowley. Crowley only win this year came to Northwest. Mr. Alex sitting at the panel. Is
Yeah.
that one still issue alive?
Yeah, that was a tough one, man. That was a couple of blocked extra points, and that's a different game, but we'll put that one behind us.
Well, who's quarterbacking for Northwest now? I know
It's
he's
still a
in
little split.
Okay.
Number 7 Saison's still a starter, but situational too.
Okay.
Situational. We'll have a passing quarterback coming if we need a long conversion. But
Okay.
So
Well,
you like
Jordan-
Crowley or Poberry?
I'm taking Crowley.
Okay.
Jordan, I know Pope Barry has some key players that was injured early in the season. They got their players back.
I believe they're close to full strength or at full strength.
Okay, all right.
Ooh.
Crowley has a lot of athletes.
I just can't see. I'm gonna have to go with Crowley on this. Crowley at home. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go
Yeah.
with Crowley.
Gary?
Love my Red Devils, but I just can't see it. I think Crowley's going to beat them. Too many athletes.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a 1-4 record there. Kind of scares you. Then you're like, man, they got a lot of athletes over there, and they're explosive.
Right.
Whenever, and
And they haven't played that easy of a schedule. Crowley hadn't, so.
yeah,
No,
Crowley's
they-
played a tough schedule out the gate too. So give me Crowley.
Crowley.
Alrighty, 2-3 Mamu at 0-5 Phil Platt. Mamu got 57 hung on them last week. I think they bounced back in a big way this week. I think they take down the Bulldogs this week. Give me Mamu.
I take my move.
Yeah, me too.
Me too. I'm going my move all the way. Ville Platte's really struggling. They've been struggling the last few years, but this year they're really, really struggling.
We got 5 across the board.
Yes, we do.
Travis, we made the Westminster pick 3 picks ago. You see him in the chat?
Yeah.
You're going to have to go back and rewatch it, but
Who's that?
that was Coach
Trav.
Blaze. He said y'all make the Westminster pick already. Us old folks ready to go to bed. We made it 3 picks ago. We went 5 across the board for the Crusaders.
Yeah, we got y'all all the way across, Coach.
Next matchup will be Holden's Alma. 3-1 North Shore got spanked last week by Ponchatoula. They're going to hit the road. They're going to play Fountain Blue at home. Fountain Blue still searching for their first win of the season. Holden, they play well at home, right?
Yeah, but now without their star quarterback, so
So-
I'm going with North Shore.
So star quarterback out for the Bulldogs. Holden takes North Shore. I'm going to have to agree with him and say North Shore myself. Gary?
I agree.
Yeah, North Shore.
Yeah,
North Shore.
Okay. Next game will be 0-5 New Iberia at 2-3 Lafayette. Lafayette, big win beginning of the season against Karen Crow, and they have tanked ever since. Can they
Right.
get back on the winning track this week against a winless New Iberia, or can New Iberia get their first win?
Well, this is gonna be the game they're gonna have to do it in, because won't get any easier from this.
No, district starts. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
This
I mean,
is
you got
different.
New Iberia,
Yeah,
but
but
then
I
I
mean,
think
Oh,
you
yeah.
got
the big
Westgate
boys.
you got to face. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they better do it this week. So I'm gonna ride with Nah, I mean, I'm going with Lafayette on
I'm
this
going
one.
with that,
Yeah, Lafayette.
yeah.
Lafayette.
Yeah.
Next game it will be 1-4 Northside
Ah, my
at
tower now.
1-4
I will have my tower. I will have my tower.
OHS. It is
Appaloosa's High School, may I have to say this.
It is homecoming night at Donald Gardner Stadium. You like the Tigers?
I like the Tigers in this. I think they changed again. Their second win is there, you know, and they need this going. They need this way going into district.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking OHS.
Man, this is the hardest one. I've
It
watched
is.
it.
It is,
I got a good feeling for Northside though. I think Northside's going to pull it out in the
What,
end.
Jerry? You know what? The field having a chance to dry off. I mean, down Garden Stadium, the sun came out for the past 3 or 4 days now, and that's good. That's what the running backs,
Right.
the quarterback, Makai Jones. That's what they need.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you guys, we had some awesome. I want to stay long on this, George. We had some awesome punt returners and kickoff returners. But fellas, I know y'all was at the beginning of the night. Makai Jones, that's the real deal.
Oh, he's fast.
He's the real deal. Fast kid, man. You know.
Holden?
What is it? I looked at Northside's schedule. They're 1-4, but they had a good win off of Peabody, and they've actually put up a lot of points. So I'm sorry, Mr. Donald.
Uh-huh.
With Northside.
I understand, bro. Do what you have to do.
Donald? Sorry, Mr. Donald. I got to go north side on the road myself.
I hear you, bro.
Hey, but Alex,
I'll-
Alex likes you.
It'll be a good game. Northside has some good athletes. They gave Northwest a struggle in the first week, but I think OHS might be a little more fundamentally sound than Northside.
Well,
is.
and
I
Mr.
think
Don,
they'll take it.
I'm
You
gonna
ain't
tell you.
saying that because you want my insurance.
No, look. I'm gonna tell you, Mr. Don. I pick Northside in the gut, but I hope OHS does it. I really do.
They need this
They
win.
need it.
You know, they need this win.
If
to
they
go
can play
back.
discipline this week, they can win.
And
That's the
we
key.
talked
Turnovers.
about
That's
that.
what we talked
Too
about.
many turnovers
Right.
and too many
Too
offside
many
penalties.
penalties.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure the coaches, they went over the game, Phil Wyndham, and look at it. I mean, you got 4th down and 9, and you jump offside.
Right.
You got 3rd
Can't
down
do it.
and 4,
Can't do that.
you jump offside. You know?
How about 2-2 Hamilton Christian at 1-4 Gaydon? I'm sorry, but this is going to be a blowout. We watched Hamilton Christian play, and
Right.
they had to miss last week because of a COVID win. So
Hamilton Christian's good.
Hamilton Christian's good.
Yeah,
This is
I think
gonna
Hamilton
be
will.
It's going to be one-sided.
yeah.
Okay.
Across the
Hamilton
board,
Christian.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, man. Keith Washington is the coach over there at Hampton Christian. Also, he's the basketball coach, and Keith Washington bring inspiration to his team. I mean, my family known Keith for a long time, and I'm gonna tell you, he's one heck of a coach.
Oh, yeah,
you
we
know?
Well, we
learned-
watched him. When we watched him, I was very impressed.
He bring the best out of his athletes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He got
I'm gonna go with Hamilton on this one.
He's got a heck of a quarterback over there.
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
impressive.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
impressive.
Coach Boone and the Voiles team is 5-0. They're going to hit the road and take on 1-4 Lakeview, and you might see another 60-plus scoring effort here. Give me a Voiles on the road. I see that.
I think it's gonna be big.
I
Oh,
tried,
boy,
to
it was
coach, I
big.
tried to coach Boone today, guys. I said, well, I don't think I'm gonna make that mistake of going against, you know. He started laughing, but yeah, Avar's gonna roll
Avar's
big.
big.
I
I
haven't
think it's
picked
gonna be.
I haven't picked against them all year, and I'm not gonna do it this week.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's gonna be a balls very big.
Yep. Voiles and Manny heating up for
That's-
for a couple weeks. They're gonna be
Yeah.
they'll be playing in a couple weeks for the district title. All right, 1-4 South Beauregard at 5-0 Iowa. Iowa a top 10 team in 3A. They might be a top 5 team in 3A after
Right.
this week. Give me Iowa.
I would say
I
what I
would
said.
go.
Across the board.
Yep.
1-4 Jennings at 3-2 St. Louis. Can HEN guide his team to a win this week, or should St. Louis get it going at home?
I'm gonna start off St. Louis.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Jennings has the. If ATN is on point and he gets it going, but he hasn't done it yet, really this year. You know, I gotta go with St. Louis. I'm sorry.
Yeah, St. Louis.
Will we see the Jennings that showed up to Iota, or will we see the Jennings that showed up to Sterlington?
I don't know.
They have enough talent to do it, but I just don't know. I think St. Louis is more
Is
stable
Jennings-
right now.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Is Jennings quarterback still out?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We have anybody in the chat that can let us know if he's back? What you thinking, Donald?
Well, I mean, you take, you know, you can only ask a person to do so much, you know, when it come down to running your team. You know, a quarterback's supposed to lead his team, but now you have the running back have to step up in the quarterback's position.
Oh, there's a lot of pressure on ATN.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it
tell you,
is.
there is a lot of pressure on him.
But I'm gonna have to go with St. Louis on this one, Johnny.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
across the board. Next matchup will be 4-1 Rose Pine at 1-3 Kinder. I guarantee. I don't want to guarantee because that's bad words to say. The district title might be on the line this week. That's all I'm gonna
Right.
say. A lot more to play for is what I'm getting at.
Right.
So Rose Pine or Kinder? What do y'all like?
Rose Pine put up some serious numbers the past couple of weeks. I have to run with Rose Pine on this one.
I'm hoping for Kinder, but my gut tells me Rose Pine.
Yeah, I saw Kinder play last week at Northwest, and it was a good game, real good game. Their running game's pretty good, disciplined, but I think Rose Pine has a little too much on the offensive side.
Holden?
You know you.
You want to?
I think that's my favorite team on this panel right here. Just
Rose
because all the
Pine?
love they show us.
Oh, Kinder.
But if I heard Rose Pond's quarterback, that's the reason why they lost last week, because he was in New York playing showcase ball, and this week he's back, and he's the real deal at quarterback. So I'm rolling with Rose Pond.
Miss Cookie.
Well, he's nervous to pick.
Miss Cookie, give me the damn Yellow Jackets this week, Miss Cookie.
Oh!
At home, district title potentially on the line.
Right.
Something more to play for.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Something more to play for.
I'm picking Rose Pond, but honestly, I hope Kinder wins.
Most definitely. I'm with you on that too.
That is my favorite team.
Well,
I know Dustin's
well,
watching.
Yeah.
You have to either or. I'm going with Rose Pine. I mean, I want to see this team. Man, pick your team and leave it alone, Holden. Pick your team and leave it alone, Holden.
All right, that's the case. Change my pick. I'm going with Kinder this week. Change it. I'm serious. Destin, I'm rolling with y'all, babe.
Oh my God.
Lord have mercy.
I'm changing right now.
Who we got some comments? Let's see.
Hey, we gotta get it.
Don't worry, Scott. We're getting to it.
Mm-hmm.
Next game up will be 1-4 Brobridge at 3-2 Cecilia. Is this the Civil War rivalry?
Excuse me,
Yeah.
Holden. George. Scott, we get into that one. That's further down our roster. We get into those games.
The rivalry between Brobridge and Cecilia, is that the Civil War? I don't want to get the rivalry wrong.
I think that is.
I think it is.
Don't they call it the Civil War?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You Civil War.
You have the Civil War this week. It will be either Brobridge on the road or Cecilia at home. Cecilia, they played Notre Dame tough last week, only held them to 13.
Right.
So
But didn't they lose their quarterback?
Scott said if he's healthy, we don't know. That's
I
why.
don't
That's
know.
why we don't get paid the big bucks.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. I mean,
Ain't no way he's playing. It's a
no,
ruptured.
not with a ruptured spleen.
It's a ruptured spleen.
You know, there's no way.
I remember what's his name? The tight end for the Cowboys. He had a ruptured spleen. He was out for the whole year. Ain't no way.
Baby,
Yeah.
call Coach Artigo. Oh, okay. Coach Artigo, assistant principal at Cecilia.
Right. Well, and that's and I'm gonna put it to you this way: if he's out, I'm going with Bro Bridge. If he's playing and he's healthy and capable, I'm gonna go Cecilia. But I have to pick one. Thinking that he's out, I'm going Bro Bridge.
Okay, Donald.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Rope Bridge too because the kid that they're gonna be replacing Cecilia at quarterback, he's a freshman. You know, and I've been reading in the newspaper about him. And I mean, he hasn't been really playing any games. Jordan, you know, he been. I mean, he's a freshman. You know.
Yeah, y'all quarterbacks are freshmen too.
Yeah.
True.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, you threw that one back at me. You threw that one. But our kid is playing from day one.
So,
You see how I'm getting the love up in this cookie?
so Brobridge.
Bro Bridge.
Yeah, they're playing at Cecilia and a lot of talent. But Brobridge, haven't they lost a couple games from COVID?
Yes.
So that record doesn't
games.
really show. Yeah, with that quarterback being out, you got to go Brobridge here.
Yeah, I'm going Bro Bridge. Stop the hating on
I'm
us.
going
Stop
Bro
the
Bridge.
hating on you. See, I didn't hate on our
And
police.
Brobridge almost beat Lowerville, right? No, it wasn't. Turlin.
Turlin.
It's Turley.
And I said 2 of their losses because of COVID. So I'm rolling with Brobridge.
Yeah. Brobridge, Cecilia. You will have a front runner and favorite for district this week. Out of those two teams,
Right. Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
it's gonna be
No, that's a good divide.
Brobridge across the board.
Oh, everybody going with Bro Bridge?
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
It's just too much we don't know right now.
Yeah.
Where he says Bro Bridge, Cecilia, OHS, Lavanya, and who else?
Coach, yeah?
Beauchamp.
Beauchamp. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next game up will be 2-3 Eunice at 2-3 Rain. This is a
Wait.
scary pick to make.
Miss Beauchamp.
I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
This is a scary pick to make, Gary.
Oh, I know. I'm scared about this. I was like, flip a coin.
You had the Wolves playing some good football here lately.
Right.
You got the Bobcats. Which team's going to show up for the Bobcats?
Right.
Is it going to be the team that took down Northwest? Or is it going to be the team that
Jabbing at me.
OC took down? it's a scary pick to make. Either way you go, you don't know which way to go here because rain might slip up this week.
Nah,
Eunice
y'all
might
saying,
slip up
y'all
this week.
saying Eunice in the comments. I mean, come on, fellas. I just can't see Rain letting Eunice come over and beat him at home.
Right.
You know, I have to go to Rain with this one. No disrespect to Eunice and stuff, but Eunice just got a lot to replace from last season.
Right.
Yeah, I saw Eunice play.
Oh man, make another pick. You can't go with Donald the whole
Oh
night.
no, I'm picking Eunice tonight.
Eunice?
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm taking Eunice.
Hey,
Are
so
you
Play.
accusing this man on my bandwagon?
Hey, he just went away from me.
That's right.
They're very athletic. I think they're putting it
Yeah.
together after that week 1, and they're gonna do it.
Man, I just have a feeling that Rain's gonna do it. We watched them, all year and everything like that. I just think that they're gonna put a complete
Remember,
game
they're
together.
the only team that's made a game with a Voyles. They lost by 2.
That's what I'm saying.
Who's that now?
Rain.
I wouldn't be
They
surprised
lost
if
by
they
2.
win that.
I'm saying Rain.
I'm going to Rain myself.
I'm going Rain, baby.
Yeah, well, it's Rain across the board.
No,
No,
I got Eunice.
Eunice.
You like Eunice? Oh, okay.
He had to go against you one time.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Can
Wouldn't
we
be
get
shocked if
some
Rain won it, but
love?
I'm gonna pick it.
4-1 Beauchamp at 1-4 Livonia. District matchup here. Who gets the win?
Livonia is a scary team, and it I know I'm not getting too much away from it, but the basketball team the same way. You look at Livonia basketball team, they won it for 3-15, but these guys gonna play and they're gonna give you 100%. But at the same time, I think the Beauchamp community is riding high on their 4-1 win. I'm gonna go with Beauchamp on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't St. Ed's go and beat Livonia last week?
14-12.
14-12, yeah. It was
Yeah,
close.
I'm taking Beauchamp. They're a little more athletic than St. Ed's is, so I think they take it.
Who you like?
Beauchamp.
I'm going Beauchamp myself.
Holden?
Yeah, I'm still rolling with Beauchamp after looking at the schedule. I think they're a little bit better than Livonia.
Give me a upset alert.
Uh-oh.
Give me Livonia Wildcats at home.
Okay.
You the only one with
Only one.
Coach Marcus, you hear that, Coach Marcus?
Hey, use it as film.
That's right.
Bulletin.
That's right.
3-2 Oakdale at 2-3 DeQuincy. Another tough game to pick here. DeQuincy at home or Oakdale on the road?
Oakdale on my end. I'm going with Oakdale.
DeQuincy. You like Oakdale?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the losses they have are a little bit better than the losses that Oakdale has, so I'm gonna go with DeQuincy on that one.
I'm going Oakdale. I'm going to go Oakdale.
I'm going with Oakdale also.
And it won't pop up, but I needed to see DeQuincy's schedule. Give me DeQuincy at home.
We got a split. We got a good split on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me DeQuincy at home. Next game up, 5-0 Grand Lake at 2-3 Oberlin. Grand Lake
All the way.
in right.
Grand Lake.
Grand Lake is going to be ugly. I think
really
Grand.
going at Grand Lake.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't have to ask you no more? I ain't got to ask him no more, Donald. He said I should know what he picks already.
Yeah, he riding my picks.
Mhm.
He want to win.
It can be hard to ride these picks towards the end.
He want to win. That's why you on my time.
We're going to
He
disagree.
won 1 week, Cookie, and you think he
Oh no, I want 2 weeks and I'm leaving the stats. Come on now, stop hating. You gonna hate?
know why though?
You gonna hate? Get the
'Cause
stats
you
right.
You copy greatness.
Next game up.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Across the
Grand
board.
Lake across the
Grand
board.
Lake.
Except for Donald.
How about Fire on the Bayou and Baldwin this week? 2-2 Franklin at 3-2 West St. Mary. Who do you like in this one?
Someone just comment on that game.
I'm gonna start things off. I'm giving West St. Mary a chance this week. I like the Wolfpack at home.
Me too. I'm going West St. Mary at home. That's I'm giving them the advantage because they're at home.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead.
Now, Scott Barnett. Game problem I only got rid of, but Fire on the Bayou. Fire on the Bayou. In Baldwin and Franklin. Baldwin. Franklin is in West St. Mary. I'm going to go with West St. Mary.
Yep, give me Harry Coleman in that Wolfpack.
I'm taking Franklin. They beat Berwick, lost to Loreauville by 5, and then beat Delcom. I'm taking Franklin.
And that's the reason why I'm with Alex. Franklin is very good. They had a good win last week. They almost beat Loreauville. And they lost to Patterson. So did West St. Mary. But West St. Mary was blown out by Patterson. And Franklin gave them
You
a
know
good
what,
game.
Donald?
Yeah.
Changing my pick. Give me Franklin.
Oh, you wanna hear after this? Tell me some stuff, Alex. No, me and
No,
Alex rolling
no,
together.
but
Jordan,
Okay, give me Franklin.
I'm going
You
with
really
West St. Mary.
can't- after hearing that?
West St. Mary came off a big win last week, too.
That's why
Giving
they're
the
going to have a
Wolfpack
hangover
a
against
chance
Franklin.
here, and Holden doesn't want to agree with him.
Okay,
All right. It's all good.
you rolling with Franklin with us, bro?
Franklin.
All right,
Okay.
cook me, Alex, and Jordan with Franklin.
The Wrecking Rams versus Como this week. This is what I was told, Gary. Como is better what the people think. This is trap game once again because a couple years ago Como beat Acadiana for Acadiana's only loss that season.
Right.
They're saying
So Scott is saying that.
don't sleep on Acadiana. Don't sleep on Como this week at home. Both of these two teams are tied in the district standings right now. Winner of this is in first place of district. You don't think Como has something to play for this week?
Oh, they got everything to play for, but they ain't gonna beat Acadiana.
They're not going to beat Acadiana.
They will not beat Acadiana. No,
They're not going to beat Acadiana.
Acadiana.
Do I have to look?
Acadiana.
Acadiana all the way, I think.
Gary, do we have to look over this way?
Holden, he knows he's going
I
with
picked it for the
Acadiana.
first time.
They didn't let you down.
They didn't let me down. No, I picked them against Karen Code. This is the third time I'm picking them.
The Wrecking Rams, fear to veer, baby.
Right, you right.
Destin says, Como with the upset in honor of my good buddy, head baseball coach at Como. Hey,
Well, I'm looking-
if it happens, it's going to be upset of the
Yeah.
night.
Well, I'm looking at what Scott put down there. West St. Mary 3 wins against Northside, North Central, and Generate. So what Scott is saying that they really that West St. Mary really didn't play nobody competitive.
Right.
Next match up will be 2-3 Lake Arthur at 4-1 LCA. LCA by 50.
At least.
Well, I'll trim it down by 40.
I think you
last-
had it right the
LCA,
first time.
LCA,
I think you had it right the first time.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Lafayette Christian is a different animal, and coming off a loss,
Yeah.
jeez Louise, you think they're gonna be
Wait,
pissed?
Hey, Jordan, it wasn't a loss. It was a.
You think they're gonna be pissed?
Yeah, like I said, they didn't just lose; they got dominated,
I love-
and they are going to be mad.
I love this comment from Braden Wilson. I'm not sure who Braden Wilson
Yeah.
is, but he
Take care.
says LCA will take out their frustration this week on Lake Arthur.
They
You're
will.
right.
They
Oh,
will,
yeah.
It's going to
Brady.
be bad.
It's gonna be
I think it's
bad.
going to be so ugly, but it's going to be pretty. You know, to see them running up and down the field. I'm serious. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'll see it.
Yep. 4-1 Ascension Episcopal at 2-2 Delcom. The last time Delcom played at home, they knocked off Catholic New Iberia in upset fashion. It's not going to happen
It
this
gonna happen
week.
this week.
Ascension Episcopal moves to 5-1 on the
The
season.
Blue
Yes,
Gators
sir.
are going to be chomping.
Everybody?
Yep.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Ascension Episcopal. Yeah.
5-0 Loreauville at 2-3 Catholic and New Iberia. I think this is a trap game. Loreauville has been getting by these last few weeks. You realize that?
Oh, John Hayden say get.
They've been getting by.
You think
Close
so,
wins.
George?
Pull up
Well,
the
yeah,
schedule.
it's true. They've been playing. They've been getting by. They've been
But they've
winning,
been-
but it's been
They've
close
been winning,
games.
but it's been close games.
That's battle tested.
Mm-hmm.
You call that battle tested?
I think it's a trap game.
Okay, we're gonna see. I'm rolling with Loreauville on this one, bro.
Chris says
What would you
Catholic and New
call it?
Iberia.
That's a district game right there.
District
huh?
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I'm-
Loreauville comes in refocused, and they I think they actually go put it on Catholic.
I'm going
I'm with you. I think Loreauville is going to come out on top. So I'm going with Lowerville also. What you got, guys?
I'm going Lowerville myself, but I want to show you those close
The
wins
wins?
Yeah.
we're talking about.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going with Lowerville also. I don't think Catholic and New Iberia has the offense to keep up with Lowerville.
Yeah, that's gonna be like a track meet, especially if the field conditions
everybody went
are okay.
Lowerville?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, all Lowerville across the board.
Yeah, being slow. Next game up will be
Like, Charles.
Lake. Oh, we got it. Here it is.
I'm listening. Go ahead, fellas.
Okay, 47-42 to Franklin, 27-20 to Kaplan, 27-20 to North Vermilion. So 7-point wins, 3 of their 5 games.
You call that battle test. I mean, the defense themselves. What's the next one? I'm sorry.
The next 2 was blowouts.
Yeah.
I think they get refocused this week.
Yeah.
Starting district play.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The Catholic and New Iberia, I've seen their. I think the most score they've scored is 21 this year. I mean, they lost to who is Delcom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Lowerville loses. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
watch.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a
Watch out.
decent
It won't
game.
be a blowout game, you know.
But I think Lowerville's got too
You see
many
what
athletes on them. They just gonna put it on them.
You think so, Danny?
We wasn't expecting the score to be as close last week,
Right.
but that's football for you in the state of Louisiana.
You're right.
Next game up, 2-3 Lake Charles College Prep at 5-0 Westlake. Let's start the picks off. Westlake at home or
Westlake.
Lake
Yeah.
Charles College Prep on the road?
Westlake at home.
Westlake.
Alex?
I had Lake Charles College Prep because they're very talented and they played a real good schedule. But Westlake, they are tough. That's a tough one. I actually have Lake Charles College Prep written down, but I'm gonna go ahead and take Westlake.
Yeah, I'm searching.
Yeah.
Jared?
too.
Especially
I'm
at
going
home.
with
I'm
Westlake.
searching the tongue one with
Westlake at home.
Holden?
Lake Charles College Prep burned me last week.
Holden.
I'm rolling with Westlake.
Holden, they ain't gonna burn you this week, Holden.
Yeah, they are. I'm rolling
They
with
ain't gonna
Westlake.
burn me this week. Give me the Trailblazers on the road to knock off
good pick.
Westlake and give them their first loss.
Good pick, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Hey, that's why I had 13 losses last week.
Devontae, he need to show me more.
He will
He
this
a
week.
D1 signing with LSU. That running back, he really hasn't shown me too much yet.
Yeah,
This
but-
week, baby.
Okay.
But when you go against good teams and they key on one person,
There you
Westlake
go.
is a
There you
very
go, Holden.
physical
Yeah.
football
but
team.
but,
You're
but, no,
right.
but what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is that's why he's not.
Yeah, Lake Charles College Prep has went through a gauntlet so far.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a
That's a
close
district
game, but I
game.
think Westlake's gonna come
Who
out
is
on
Jake
top.
McCoy? DeQuincy will get stomped by Oakdale.
The Quincy
No,
will
DeQuincy
stump
will stomp
Oakdale.
Oakdale. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, a
yeah,
couple
they
of us
picked
picked the Quincy.
Yeah,
Yep, me neither.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Huh? Okay.
hey, that's a flip. That's up in the air.
Yup, we're gonna see, Jay.
Yeah.
Jared?
Next game up, it's 2-3 Vermilion Catholic at 4-1 Hanson Memorial. Start us off, Donald.
I saw Hanson Memorial play
Me too.
against my Satyrs, you know. And I'm gonna continue to say that Hanson Memorial is not a team to be a pushover.
Oh, no,
You know, they're not a pushover team. And fellas, I'm going with Hanson Memorial on this one. I like their quarterback, I like their running back, and the defense fly to the ball. They don't walk to the ball, they don't run, they fly to the ball. Hanson Memorial there, Jordy.
Yeah.
Jake, we picked Kinder and Rose Pine earlier in the chat, and it was 4 people went Rose Pine and 3 people went Rose Pine, 2 people went Kinder. Go ahead, Alex.
I'm taking Hanson.
I'm going Hanson Memorial also.
Yeah, I like Hanson.
Jesus Christ.
So I think it's going to be a very tight game.
No, ma'am. It's going to be Vermilion Catholic, the Screaming Eagles on the road for me.
Yeah, they're gonna be screaming, all right, screaming to go back home. Mama, take us home. Take us back to the
He's
nest.
going against everybody. I think Jordy does that to get his wins up.
Get his wins
I
up.
watched Vermilion Catholic against OC.
OC, right.
If that same Vermilion Catholic team shows up against OC, they'll win this game. But if they don't, then Hanson Memorial wins.
Wasn't that a slop fest?
No, the field was dry.
No, the field was right. That was in the Jamboree.
That was no.
No. Huh?
This was
Last
Thursday night football when me
At the
and Keith
stadium.
and Cody went.
Oh,
It was
okay.
dry
I didn't
field.
see that one.
The quarterback ran wild. Let's
Okay.
just say that. If they can stop the quarterback, they win. But I think Vermilion Catholic gets it done on the road.
Okay.
Next game up will be 2-3 Kaplan at 4-1 ERAF. Interesting, my
ERAF.
friends.
ERAF, bro.
ERAF 4 in a row so far.
Yeah.
Kaplan lost at the buzzer last week to Lowerville. Lowerville
Right.
scores in the final seconds to beat Kaplan, and ERAF just reeled off 4 in a row. Can ERAF win all 5 in a row?
And you see, Jordan,
Right.
that's the games. That's the games and that situation a lot of people don't see. You know, they don't know how the game, they all they see is an L. You know, they don't know how the L came about. Last minute field goal, last minute touchdown run, you know.
Missed
But
extra
ERAF
point.
is,
Missed the extra point.
yeah. ERAF, I'm giving ERAF this game at home. It's hard to beat ERAF at home.
Right.
I'm going ERAF.
Alex?
Yeah, I'm going to say I'm going E-Rap.
Me
Gary?
too. Me too. I'm going ERAF.
Holden?
E-Rad, baby.
Let's go ERAF across the board here. I see a question for the chat. It says, who y'all picking for Lutcher and St. James? That one is down the road on the list. So stay tuned for that one. And some other ones we will get to later. Next game up will be 2-3 Northwest Raiders at 4-1 Pine Prairie. Pine Prairie almost reeled off the comeback of the century last week.
Right.
But you know who did reel off a comeback last week? It was the Raiders.
Right.
They were down how much, Alex?
Yeah,
Yeah.
three scores.
They were
coming out
down
of
3
halftime.
scores
Yeah.
late.
And you can't
And they
make
came
it
back
one.
one.
Who gets this one done? Is it Pine Prairie on senior night? Or does Northwest go spoil the party on senior night?
Cool. I want to say Northwestern go and start a party. I mean, spoil it. I think that win where the Raiders picked up last week will help them turn the corner just in time for district. And this game right here have this championship implications. I'm going with Northwest on this one, guys. To upset at home. Will it be an upset at home? Huh? Can we say that?
I mean, you look at the records
Yeah.
here, and you can almost say it's an upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Pines are rated ranked higher, a little higher right now.
Come on, man. Tell me why you love the Raiders.
Tell us,
Yeah,
Don't
so-
be shy.
Outside of the Eunice game, Northwest, their losses have come very close. Last second against Kaplan, Crowley was an overtime game.
Yeah.
Right.
So obviously, I think they're battle tested. Defensively, have been getting a lot better each week, especially against the run. I know that's Pine Prairie's strength there. I say it comes down to turnover battle. Northwest got down right out of half, 3 turnovers back to back that led to 2 pick sixes and a scoop and score fumble. So I think if they take care of the ball, more athletes and their defense is going to be able to stop that run. So I'm going to take Northwest.
And the thing about it with Northwest, they putting up some scores.
Yeah, they can
It's
score.
not like they're getting blanked out. They're putting up 28, 27. You know, they're putting up 30 points a game.
You might have an old-fashioned shootout.
Right.
Yeah. I'm going with Northwest, fellas.
I'm gonna
Alice,
go-
what you got? Northwest.
I'm going Pine. I'm going Pine Prairie in a close one.
I hear you, bro.
Northwest has athletes. They've had some good games this year. But that's crazy to say. Pine
Well-
Prairie has just as many good athletes, if not more, than Northwest. And I want to see who can stop Pine Prairie's receiver from Northwest, because that kid is the truth, and the running back is the truth. So give me Pine Prairie.
You stop
Hey,
those
you
two,
go.
you win the game.
Yep.
Alex,
Yeah.
you going to the game?
Yeah, probably so.
Well,
Should
come
be
find
there.
us in the bleachers.
We'll be there.
Give me Pine Prairie playing Inspired on senior night, Alex. If this was a regular night, I would go Raiders. This is senior night. They have something extra to play for. When you have something extra to play for, you know what it feels like being a football player, right?
Yep.
So give me Pine Prairie at home.
Well,
Should
you
be-
see, with
should be a good
Pine,
one.
Shootout.
with Pine Prairie, you got to strike and you got to strike off.
Yeah, but
Because
remember
Northwest will
the weather
score.
was bad against Grant, and Grant's a top 10 team, and Pine Prairie still almost won in bad weather.
Yeah,
Now the
true.
weather's good.
Yeah.
It's in their favor.
I think it's gonna be a shootout. I think it's gonna be
I think
fun.
it's gonna be a really good game.
I
That's why
think
whoever wins
I'm
the
glad-
turnover battle,
I'm glad we going
will
to
most
that
likely
game.
win the game.
But this secondary, each team's secondary will be tested.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
both teams like to throw the
Yeah.
ball.
Who gives up the least amount of big plays?
There
Right.
you go.
That's
Yeah.
it.
There you go.
Right.
Next, go ahead, Holden.
That quarterback too for Prairie.
Yeah,
Forgot
he
about
got
that.
good touch. And
Yeah.
who's quarterbacking this week? Alex?
I'm guessing it's going to be number 7, more versatile quarterback, scrambler,
He
but
had to go to.
we'll see.
Okay.
Gary,
You know, they really need to take the bridle off of Devin Zachary.
Friday night.
You know, Devin Zachary, he's a junior at
Next pick.
at Northwest.
This-
The kid is like 6'4", 6'5", 220 pounds, and he got it. I mean, he got a target.
He's a good
Right.
pocket passer,
You know,
but he struggles on his decisions sometimes. So if he can,
But that comes with confidence.
yeah,
Right.
in game
Right.
decisions, if he can get a little more confident on that side, he's going to be a heck of a quarterback.
But right now, the turn of the district, they really need to take the bridle off of him. Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
my question to you, Mr. Donald,
Uh-huh.
Mr. Gary, Mr. Alex. Here's my question to y'all. You have 2-3 St. Thomas More at 4-1 Westgate. Before we make that pick, I want to know who would you have picked if Walker Howard is playing in this game.
I would still pick Westgate.
Okay.
At Westgate would have been tough, but it's hard to pick against STM.
I would have probably given the edge to STM.
Okay. Now let's pick the game without Walker Howard.
Westgate.
Westgate.
Westgate at home.
With Walker Howard, or if not, I would have went with Westgate. Them boys are good.
Yeah.
And their only loss was I forgot who it was somebody good. And they barely lost. So
They lost
I
to
have to go-
LCA
it's
by
hard.
19-7.
yep.
It's hard to beat Westgate at home.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, but just and didn't Westgate beat somebody? They have not an upset, but they beat somebody that
St. Martinville.
St. Martinville.
yeah,
Right.
and they beat them good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me Westgate also, Miss Cookie.
Across the
Across
board,
the board. Next game up, it will be 3-2 Catholic of Poincapi Hornets at 4-1 Sacred Heart.
Here we
How
go.
fun of a game would this
That's
be to
gonna be
watch?
that's gonna be a very exciting ball
Hey.
game.
It's at Sacred Heart.
Yes.
Listen up. Listen up.
That's
You
what-
have 3 big games this weekend
Mhm.
that will put winners in the key race for this district title. Because this 1A district is fun.
Right.
This 1A district between Sacred Heart, Catholic of Poincapi, St. Ed's, OC, North Central, Westminster, it is fun. Sacred Heart put 57 last week on Mamu. Catholic of Poincapi took a one off the lip last week to Episcopal, but Episcopal is
It's
proving
good.
their dominance.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Catholic of Poincapi could set themselves out to be a favorite in this district if they get past Sacred Heart, but it ain't gonna be easy.
Yeah.
The Trojans at home, it's not going to make it easy.
It's not
Destroyed
easy.
Mamu last week, 57-0.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is a
Mamu's-
state.
I mean, that's not a too much of a telling game.
It just
but-
shows they can score points.
Yeah,
but-
they can score.
No, but Mamu's. If you look at their schedule, Mamu's. Didn't we say that we picked Mamu?
Yeah, we picked
Yeah,
Mamu.
we
I picked
actually
Mamu,
did.
but
They've been averaging about 30-something points a game.
Right.
I didn't
Mamu
pick
actually
last
almost
week.
beat.
Mamu
Beauchamp.
almost beat Beauchamp too.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going with Catherine.
I think,
Poincapi. I gotta go with my brother.
give me physicality in this one.
Oh,
he's gonna be
God, it's
physical.
gonna be physical.
Oh yeah. I mean,
This is gonna be. You're gonna have, you know.
Prove me if I'm wrong
Hard
here.
nose.
Is this Sacred Heart's best team we've seen in recent years?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Think
Yeah.
so?
That's what Nick said.
Yeah.
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 Uh,
But this game right here gonna dictate who gonna be the district leader.
Oh, most definitely. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you got
But you got
another.
OC.
You got an OC
you
playing
got-
St. Ed's this
yeah,
week.
yeah.
That's Westminster.
Westminster
Yeah.
playing
and
North
it's,
Central.
so-
So you'll have 3 teams this week that are 1-0.
Correct. Correct.
It's going to be fun to watch this develop.
You
But
guys,
who you like?
you got in every last one of these games, these teams that's playing could score.
Right.
Even North Central, they could score.
Right.
In this game right here, I gotta go with Catherine.
Defense shows up at the end,
Low scoring
like
game.
they did at Kinder.
Oh no,
Right.
no holding. I don't think it'll be a low scoring
That's
game.
you got straight running right here. That's a low scoring game.
Yeah.
Catholic Point be down 21. They're gonna run the ball. This is
Yeah,
gonna be a
because
low
they didn't
scoring
throw the
game.
ball one time whenever y'all
This is
went
going to
watching.
be a 14-7, 7 nothing type of ball game right here.
Okay,
Yeah.
Donna, who you like?
He
Catherine.
said Catherine.
You go with Catherine.
Alex,
Yeah, I'll take Coach Belair and Catholic on this one.
Gary,
I'm going Sacred Heart.
Trojans, baby.
I'm going Sacred Heart at home. Low scoring game. I think it's going to be which defense, you know, which offense can get breakthrough first?
Gary, you know who agrees with you?
Who?
It ain't me.
I'm sorry.
It's Holton Lee.
Austin
Our,
Dunbar,
our
Austin
boss-
Dunbar from Secret Heart. I love you, brother, but I any other weekend I probably pick Sacred Heart, but I gotta go.
Our
with y'all
boss
this week.
graduated from Sacred Heart,
Sacred
so he's
Heart.
obviously an alum there, and he was
Uh-huh.
always there.
And his son plays for the
And-
team.
And
Okay.
he,
Sacred Heart.
he wanted us to go to the game this week, but we already had this one with Northwest picked out. I wish, I'd like to go, but
Yeah, we'll see him next week.
I think Sacred Heart is very good, and he's a big football fan, and he's not biased. He actually picked against Sacred Heart the game they lost, and he thinks that Sacred Heart's going to win big.
I like Catholic Appointed P. I think they come at you for 4 quarters, and can Sacred Heart hold up
It's
for
all
4
good,
quarters?
Gary, I'm with you,
That
bro.
will be the key. And I
Give me
think
one.
too much grit at the end.
Yeah.
Me and Garrett cooking.
Catholic
Me and Gary.
Appointed P.
We on an island by ourselves.
Next matchup, here's your district championship.
That's the district championship.
That's the district championship
Much as I love
game
my Ravens,
Oh, yeah.
that's the
in
district championship.
week
Right there.
6. I hate to say it that way, Alex.
Oh,
That
it's
is true. Yeah, I'm sorry, it is true.
It's true.
3-2 Iota at 5-0 Church Point. Can the Battling Bears be slowed down this week, or will we have an old-fashioned shootout?
They rolling, Joe.
Church Point.
Church Point. I don't see nobody, not around here. I don't see
Nah,
The Point
Church Point
rolls
might
to
not lose
6
until
0.
they get into the third and fourth round of the playoffs.
I'll be honest with you. Church Point has a chance to get to the finals.
Oh, yeah.
And my heart, and I'd love to see that. I'd love to see Church Point go there and go watch them. I really would.
I can get there too. Yeah,
Hmm?
3A is so loaded. I said I can show you 10 other teams.
I know.
that get there.
We can get there. 3A is just.
3A and 5A is right now is up for grabs, but I think overall 3A is the toughest right now.
I was
Correct.
talking to Holton earlier today. 13 teams right now in 3A are undefeated.
Wow.
And I'm gonna
that
stick
says
with my pick.
That says a lot.
I'm gonna stick with my pick. It's not gonna change it. I think Church Point is going to be the 3A state champions. That's what I'm rolling with.
They have a good shot. They have
They
a
should
good
have won it
chance.
last
Madison
year.
Prep is going to be a tough one for them if they
Yeah.
meet up
They
with
should have
them,
beaten Madison Prep
Should have
last
beaten
year.
Actually, they should have beaten them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm rolling with Church Point throughout the way.
Right.
Next game up, I went Church Point myself, Miss Cookie.
I think
Oh,
we all-
Church
Church
Point.
Point.
I
Church
think
Across
we,
the board.
I think we
Yeah.
all win Church Point.
Yeah.
Yep. Next game up, 4-1 Notre Dame at 3-2 Welsh. Before Notre Dame can set up a district championship with Lafayette Christian Academy next week, they have to get through Welsh, and they go on the road and they get past Welsh.
No, they
Oh,
don't.
they gonna.
What?
They,
No, they don't.
Piles.
You know who Welsh lost to?
Oh, the
West
Piles.
lost to Canada.
I think Westlake got him last week.
Yeah, Westlake.
Westlake got 'em and
got
Welsh.
Westlake.
And Kinder.
Kinder got Welsh.
Yeah.
You really picking him against him?
Well, I picked Notre Dame.
Oh,
Okay.
that's what you didn't say?
No, I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah, I think that is a spot that, looking
This
forward
man
to.
made me take my hat off.
That's a spot
Be like,
right there.
oh my God.
When if Notre Dame's looking ahead to LCA,
Yeah.
it could get kind of tight, but I think in the end, first half might be kind of tight, but in the end, Notre
But-
Dame all the way.
But I gotta say this: this is Notre Dame. Notre Dame very seldom looks ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Notre Dame is one of those teams that it's one game at a
I'll
time.
be real with you
one
though.
and
From the scores I've seen, the games they won and the one they lost, this isn't the same dominant Notre Dame team we've seen in the last few years either. So
Tell you what, if they
can't-
don't-
you can't count out Welsh.
They
That
don't
running
get-
back's good.
If they don't get their internet, if they don't get their offense rolling for next week, they ain't gonna keep up with the points scored.
Correct.
But this week, give me
Give me
Notre
Dame.
Notre
this week.
Dame.
It's across
Across the
Yeah.
board. Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Here's a fun one. A couple
No,
of
it's not.
4-1 teams battling it out to be 1-0 in district and put you as a front runner to join 2 other teams at 1-0. It's gonna be craziness.
In unison.
It's going to be craziness these last few weeks calling this 1A
Right.
football. But it is going to be Opelousas Catholic on the road to 4-1 St. Ed's. Both teams 4-1. You have to make this pick first, Donald. I ain't doing it first.
I know you gonna throw that mud on me. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
What you think?
Blue Jays or Vikings? Who's the front runner here?
it's so hard to beat the Blue Jays at home. Over there. I mean, from the history that I have with Cedars, man,
They are.
they are a tough team. And with Coach Thomas Davy going back over there, you see Coach Thomas Davy coach at Cedars for a few years, almost 5 or 7 years. You know, man, toss a coin.
Well, who's your coin landing on?
Heads
Heads,
or
it's
tails?
St. Ed's. Tails, it's
I'm going with OC,
OC.
because the Appaloosas team.
there you go.
I'm going with OC. OC,
Here,
I
you
love
want
my
your helmet?
Appaloosas team.
You want me
Huh?
to put your helmet over there?
Yeah,
You want to touch the
I
rock?
can't really move nobody.
Give me Catholic upon your
He wants
No.
Catholic.
Yeah, go ahead and take Kathy.
Good, I like that. helmet
OC,
anyway.
you replacing the legend, OC.
Against y'all.
OC, I'm going with OC this weekend.
All right.
Go ahead.
Hell no, Alex.
No.
You make your
Come on,
pick.
man.
Well, I mean,
I got mine
This is
written
tough.
down. I've got it already.
They scared.
I wrote this one down in like
What,
a
you
snap.
changed it
a
5
snap.
times?
No, in a snap of a finger, I wrote this down.
I think this is the most time we've ever changed picks.
And I'm gonna
I changed
stick with
one,
it.
Jordy did.
I changed one
and
time
at
for
St.
sure.
Ed's, I'm taking the Blue Jays.
Who you taking?
St. Ed's.
Smart man.
I'm with
At
you.
home.
I'm taking St. Ed's at home.
Very tough.
I'm going
Tight
OC.
game.
Tight
I
game.
think it's
I'm
gonna be
I'm going
a
OC.
tight game.
14-12
This St. Ed's
type of
team
game.
scores. I know they had a bad win. They won last week against they're a small school. They beat Livonia.
Take your time. Take your time,
Livonia
Shaq. Take your
is
time.
in a
You
mud
studying
fest.
on me. You studying on me.
I'm going with St. Ed's, baby.
Nah, he finally got it out. Now we can go to bed.
It's all good. Donald's just mad because he's gonna lose this week.
I'm gonna lose. You know, I'm gonna lose. So you try to see the future?
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose.
I'm gonna say, give me the Blue Jays at home. I think.
No,
I
Joey,
think. I think.
no.
Look, listen. I think
Uh-huh.
Coach Daryl Simon and that Blue Jays secondary will be ready to shut down
Come
the
on, Daryl
pass.
Simon is coaching at
LSU.
Daryl Simon is the defensive backs coach over there.
I didn't know
Gary,
that.
correct me here. What am I getting at? OC doesn't run the spread no more.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Forget that
I was
comment.
getting ready to say, wait
Forget
a minute,
that
what are you
comment.
talking about?
Let's go. Let's go.
They
Offense and
run the
defensive
wing
line.
team.
They run the wing team
In the
now.
veer.
I'm still going with
James
OC.
Shiver and the Blue Jays
sorry,
at
Darryl.
home. Give me the Blue Jays. Linebackers. Let's
Yeah.
go with that.
What's funny is Donald's talking. He showed more enthusiasm to OC than Appaloosa's picking. But next week,
I didn't say it.
Oh, Cookie said, look out.
hey, Miss Cookie, you on my side. Remember that.
No, she's not. No, she's not. No, she's not. Stop hating on the young.
How about 2-3 Karen Crow Golden Bears at 5-0 Turlings? Upset alert.
No.
What would you call it? An upset?
I don't think
can't
so.
call that one.
I don't think that's
upset.
upset, bro.
Well, you look at the records and you can call it from the
Yeah,
records.
but the
Wow.
records, yeah, but I mean,
Wow.
but they Carrico lost to some physical teams.
Right. And
Didn't they have
Turlings beat
a
some physical
COVID loss
teams,
too?
Can't also laugh at it too.
Yeah.
But with that being
Well, I'm gonna
said,
start. I'm going Turlings, dude. I'm gonna say
yeah.
Turlings is going.
Turtles at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Turtles
have
at
to go
home.
Turtles.
Give me Turtles.
Jordan, last week, me and you, last week against St. Martinville, we said we're picking St. Martinville all day. Last week, we changed our pick to Karen Crow. And what did Karen Crow do?
They helped us out. We didn't get our
All
14th
three,
loss.
all three losses to Karen Crow. So what? Acadiana, they lost by 2.
All right, excuse me, Chris Esprit. I'm gonna go pull your internet card. Holden Lee, and he didn't even rub the helmet this week. I did rub the helmet.
What was it? They lost to Ruston by 3, and they lost to somebody else, and it
Who
was
you
good. It was
talking
an
about?
upset.
Is it Karen Crow?
Yeah.
Karen Crow, yeah.
And I picked
Turtles lost to
Turtles.
Lafayette by 3.
Yeah, that was a bad loss. I picked Turtles all year. This is a tough game. I know Turtles are a passing team. That quarterback's the truth. But I'm rolling with Karen Crow on the road. I can't believe it.
Give me the Crow on the road, baby.
I can't believe this.
We need a Karen
Against
Crow.
Turlings?
Yep. What
Give
you
me
need?
Turlings at home, Miss Young.
We need a Karen Crow.
Well,
help.
Miss
Okay.
Young.
I'm gonna put this out
We need
here.
a Karen Crow. help.
This
Ball
game.
control, Gary.
This game right here will determine how good Turlings is.
Oh yeah, of course. 100%.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if Turlings pulls this off,
I'm a believer.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I won't pick against him.
That's a
I'ma tell you
great.
right
That's
now.
a great statement there, Gary.
If
But
Turlings has it.
Crow's probably the best 2 and 3 team on this damn
Right.
paper.
Oh, I agree. It's just they're playing at Turlings on that turf.
Ball control.
Well, you know,
You're gonna have to keep time of possession.
right.
But that's what Karen Crow got. They're gonna keep that deadly
Oh,
offense
yeah,
off the field.
Yeah, they're gonna control it. and They're gonna run the veer. And they're gonna do everything.
And
that
that
they
veer
have
on
to.
that turf, I'll take
And I
that
think
veer
Turling's
all
just
day.
as talented as they in
Karen
the
Crow,
red.
baby. I'm gonna stop hitting that ball.
3-1.
Okay.
I don't think so.
You pick Crow?
3-1 Denham Springs at 4-1
Oh yeah.
Central of Baton Rouge. Couple of 5A teams here battling out. Who do y'all like?
I'm gonna tell you, rivals too. They're not far from each other. Central and Denham Springs is a rock's throw from each other. They're not far at all. Gut feeling tells me Central's gonna come out on top.
I like that gut feeling. I like Central myself.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
Central
me
myself.
too.
I like Central also.
Next match up. You talking about points scored in this one. 4-1 Homer at 4-1 Calvary Baptist. Your leading stat leader in passing yards this year, Landry Liddy, does it again this week. Give me Calvary Baptist.
Give me Calvary.
Yeah,
Calvary.
Calvary.
Yeah, Calvary in a route.
Yeah. I don't know about a route, but I think it's gonna be.
Route.
It's gonna be. I think Calvary's gonna take it.
Route.
All right.
Next matchup will be 3-0 Lutcher at 3-1 St. James. What an
That's
outstanding
another
matchup.
district championship
That's
game
that's
right there.
that's yeah.
This
that's
is
gonna
this
determine.
is parish rivalry to
Oh,
its
God,
fullest.
you're right.
This is a state championship game a few years ago. We watched in the
My
dome.
senior year.
Wrong.
Here we go. Do you like Lutcher or do you like St. James?
I'm going to say. I'm going. Well,
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
You talking
That's
about
one
me
of those.
stuttering?
You talk about a flip.
You talk about me stuttering, you can't even get out your mouth.
well, at least I didn't sound like a flat tire.
I'm on a cookie.
All right.
Come on, Donald.
Come on.
You
Go
like
for it,
Lutcher?
baby.
I'm going St. James. I'll start it off.
No, no.
I'm taking St.
I'm
James
with you.
at home.
I'm gonna go St. James at home
It's a
in a dog
Oh,
fight.
it's a dogfight. That's a district championship, state
Bad-
championship,
Bad taste in their
crosstown
mouth.
rivalry.
Right.
St.
I'm
James
gonna
is
go with
ranked.
St. James on
St.
this
James
one.
is ranked #1 in the state. Just had a beat down last week against Edna Carr. I think they get it done by 3
Everybody
points
gets
this
to be
week.
done by Edna Carr.
Yeah.
I'm the loner this week. I'm going with Lutcher, baby.
That's a good pick. You can't go wrong with either one.
No, I think it's gonna be a dog fight, and the winner of this game is gonna probably be the district champion.
I'm going with St. James because I don't want to go with Lutcher because he's going for it. I'm going with St. James.
How you gonna do that? Because you already picked.
I don't want to go with with Lutcher because of you. Nah. Holden.
Holden's the only one with Lutcher.
Yeah.
St. James.
St. James.
Where you going with Holden? I
I
mean,
what I'm going with. I'm going with
Jordan.
Lutcher,
I meant to
baby.
say Jordan, man.
St. James.
St. James. Thank you.
How about
This next
5-0
Oh, God.
Alexandra at 2-2 West Monroe?
Elliot.
Do you really have to see the records here?
Elliot is showing me, Holly. I'm going Elliot.
Well, you have to think about this also before y'all start making picks.
Huh?
Before y'all start making picks, I just want to bring something to the air.
Talk to me.
I want everybody to know for this Alexandra and West Monroe game, keep this in your mind. Everybody. Alexandra is Holly's lock of the week, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, well, I'm going with Holly.
Damn, you got that as a lock?
Lock of the
That's
week.
Lock of the week,
Hey,
Alexandria.
hey, I couldn't believe it when I saw it myself. But that is your lock of the week. Holly, tweet about it. Everybody tweet about it. Holly's lock of the week is
That's
Alexandria
a
this
tough
week.
lock, my
That's
baby.
the only game I could not put a check by either team.
I think Alexandria this
It's
year.
at West Monroe.
She's
I
3-1
know,
on
but
lock.
this year, Alexandria is playing phenomenal football, and they don't like West Monroe. That is a rivalry because West Monroe has dominated Alexandria for years.
Yeah.
This is gonna be. This is the year. This is the year, Alexandria.
How about Alexandria? I don't know. Remember the last time Alexandria beat West Monroe?
And when you have
Anybody knows?
that kind of matchup, that's in the back of their head. We never, that doubt comes into your mind when you play a team that you historically
never
have
beat. Yeah,
never beat.
you never beat.
That's
Ellis
tough.
don't want to be known as a
Look, Chris,
stepchild in the district.
remember Alexandria went to
Right.
Mississippi and beat a team from Mississippi that was very good.
Right.
Yep,
And
yep.
I'm going to stick with my pick. Alexandria, I personally think they're going to be the 5A state champions last year. They was a 2-point conversion away, converting from beating Acadiana last year. I'm rolling with Alexandria.
A legal
And they
formation,
They
and
had
the
it,
Record
too.
Rams are state champs, baby.
They
Right.
had it too. Oh,
Yep,
but
it's gonna be across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. That's a tough one, though.
5A state champs.
That's a tough
y'all.
one.
Mark it down.
You want to know what another tough game is?
This
These
next
are all
one.
tough.
This next
This
one.
next game is tough, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all
You know
say
why?
That? Y'all say that for everyone.
No, this is
I'm not
true.
even gonna tell you the
This is
records.
true.
I'm not even gonna tell you the records in the chat. We all see the records in front of us, right?
Yeah.
So I want to see what the chat thinks about this next one. Sterlington at Union Parish. Who do you like, Sterlington or Union Parish? I know who I like. I love some Trey Holly. But can Trey Holly do it by himself this week and get it done at home against a red-hot Sterlington football team? Donald.
I'm going with Sterlington. I don't think he could do it by himself.
Right.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm taking Sterling.
Me too. I
Should
think
be a good one, but I think
Alexandria beat West Monroe in the semis last year, so that's the last time they beat them, Jordan.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody's on the Sterlington train. How about the panel joins the Sterlington train? Anybody going against Union this year?
I'm going with Sterlington.
I'm going Sterlington.
The coach is back this week off a 3-game suspension for Union Parish.
Didn't somebody tell you that they went against Sterlington in the chat, and what he's seen, he said his pick was Sterlington's a 3A state champion. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be a tough one.
5-0 Sterlington against 3-2 Union Parish. Give me Sterlington on the road, but it won't be a blowout. It's going to be a close
Close game.
shootout. That's my projection.
Man, that's a good football program.
Yeah.
A close shootout.
Right. I think it will.
Sterlington went from 2A dominating to now 3A dominating.
Mhm.
I mean, man, that's a good program, bro.
Right.
You know who's been dominating this last decade?
The Z.
Zachary Broncos. They're 5-0. They're taking on 4-0 Live Oak. A lot of excitement at that Live Oak program this year. Can Live Oak knock off the great Broncos? That's going to be the key. They're at home. Can they knock them off?
I think they can. And I'll be honest with you, I'm picking them. I think Zachary is going to go into Live Oak and win.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
Alex?
Yeah, I'm taking Zachary.
I'm going with Live Oak.
There we go.
Eli Holstein, baby. Zachary.
Yeah. Give me the Z also. Coach Brew over there. He came from Livonia. I like some Brew. Give
Right.
me Zachary at on the road. And I'm just thinking about this, Gary. I'm just thinking about what some of these quarterfinals and semifinals could
Oh,
be when we get there
man,
for
when we
5A.
get to the playoffs, you want to talk about going to be hard to pick,
Yeah.
throwing up coins and stuff like that. It's going to be amazing.
I like to see, like 3A, you're going to have teams that be in 20
Ooh.
can knock off.
Oh,
This is
and-
what what I saw this week. The rankings right now. I know it don't mean nothing because we're in week 6. I know it don't mean nothing. But your number 1 team in 3A right now is St. James. You know who your number 32 ranked team right now in 3A is? You would have to flip a coin for 1 versus 32 week 1.
Dang.
Lake Charles College Prep
I
is
saw
ranked
that.
32 right
Almost
now.
said that
Really?
earlier.
Oh, my
Almost
God.
said
Say,
that earlier.
dude, you're going to have some,
Yeah,
you can
that's
say
crazy.
You're going to have some
upsets.
upsets.
Oh,
27s
yeah.
beating freaking 6s and everything. It's,
Oh, yeah.
I just thought that was interesting. I was
Those
like,
records
yeah,
don't
if-
mean
But
nothing.
I'm gonna tell
if
you.
I ever see that as a playoff seed, it's going to be the
Right.
best playoff seed I ever seen.
And good Lord willing that we don't have any problems with COVID, because you know that's still out there, and you have something happens like that, you might, especially once the playoffs start. Can you imagine if you had or the top team or one of the top 5 teams, and you go to play another team and you get diagnosed with COVID, and there's no
Yeah.
nothing. You
Yeah.
lost.
Right.
You forfeit. Done.
besides
That's gonna so. Lord, keep everybody healthy. That's all I gotta say.
In
So-
Jesus' name, we ask you this.
That's
And
right.
I don't think Lake Charles College Prep's going to be ranked that low. I just
they
thought that was
don't-
an
I think they-
interesting
yeah.
fact to
Right.
show
Don't know
where
how,
they at right
how
now.
high they can climb though, but it's still
Right.
you're gonna have matchups like that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
All right, next game up, a couple of undefeated teams battling it out for
Yeah.
Friday Night Football. Donaldson Field is 4-0. Edie White is 3-0. Give me Edie White at home with their defense.
I think so too, Jordan.
Yeah, same here. I'm going to E.D. White.
E.D. White.
Shit, talking about defense.
Come on, Donaldsonville.
I have
Donaldsonville got a
Donaldsonville.
defense. I looked at that schedule they just
I have
played.
Donaldsonville.
That's cool.
That's good. Hey,
I'm rolling with Donaldsonville.
I like it.
Hey,
Very,
we
very
have some.
athletic.
Donald,
Yeah,
did
no,
I
they
spell?
are. They
did-
are.
Donald, did I spell Donald right?
Donaldsonville.
No, you didn't spell it right. Very disrespectful.
I see you, Chris. You're smart, Chris. You go with me, and you pick a lot of the same. See?
And that's why y'all lose the same way.
Scott said Edie White at home with the Zebras.
With the zebras. Oh my God.
West Monroe,
The referees.
Yeah.
City close to being out going into this week. 7. When was the last time?
Hey, that is an interesting fact there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
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 All right, 5-0 teams battling it out. We was talking about defense the game before, but you want to see defense, you got to look at Bruley High. You want to see offense, you got to look at ULab.
right.
Something's got to give.
Here you go. You're right. Something got to give.
ULab,
Oh, my
full
God.
of D1 talent. But it's
ULab.
something about that
ULab.
Bruley defense at home that could be the huge difference maker here. Alex is staring a hole through my ear hole right now. I need to know what the hell's on his mind. Go ahead, Alex.
There's no way. You're
Oh, there's a
picking-
way.
There's no
There
way.
is a way.
Bruley is physical, and they're good.
Pull up that score last year.
But Lab, there's no chance. Lab all the way.
That's no way Bruley gonna beat
Pull
Loud.
up that score last week.
That's last year.
Yeah.
I just said there's no way
With
they
the-
could beat them.
With the talent that
I'ma
they
show you when they
have,
beat 'em.
well, they did beat them, but with the talent that they have this year,
Now we'll see it
I
happen.
think ULab is going to win. So
It
I'm
should
going
be a good
ULab.
game. But
Oh, I think it's going to be very competitive. Very competitive.
Holden?
Holden's like, I don't know. He,
I haven't
he loves
picked.
Bruley.
I've gone with Bruley every game we've picked,
Same, brother.
and it's hard to pick against them because them boys, their offense might not be as good as their defense is just lights out.
Yes, indeed.
Mhm.
But
Holden, we sure like to go home tonight, man.
Southern Lab, and I know they beat them. Southern
It's
Lab,
ULab.
that's a bad league
We're
team.
way ahead of
ULab,
schedule. It's
University
normal
Lab.
time.
I
Oh,
just,
yeah, we are.
It's
I just-
University Lab, not
I
Southern
just
Lab.
really feel ULab's gonna take it.
I don't think so, bro. Nah, I'm just joking.
I'm
I'm
rolling-
going with
Yeah.
I'm rolling with ULab, but I really think
Now,
Bruley's gonna
if
win.
Bruley wins, will I be surprised?
No.
9-6 was that score a couple years ago, by the way. It ain't gonna be 9-6 this week.
No.
It's
Oh,
gonna be ULab getting it done on the road.
So I think everybody went ULab.
Right.
How about your potential?
Y'all might as well not even ask the question.
How about your potential state championship game?
For A. Potential. I ain't worried about the potential. I know who's gonna win.
If there's anybody that could beat Carr,
Who gonna win the state championship at 4A?
If nobody
If-
says
In
this
the car?
team, I'm walking off
is
the
there
set.
anybody that could beat Carr this year besides Neville or Warren Easton? That's what I want to know. It's those the two
Oh
teams.
God, no.
And,
Look.
and the Carver is too much.
No,
this
let me
year.
tell
I
you
just want to
something.
know: is it down to two teams out of the 100 and something in 4A?
I'll be honest with you. Yeah.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. If it's down to two teams,
The
Neville
University
or
of Carr,
Warren
Chris.
Easton.
Yeah, probably those. But I'm gonna tell you right now, and we said it last year, when the Golden Bears went into the in there and beat Edna Carr. Edna Carr was supposed to be rebuilding that year, and they were in the state finals
On the rebuilding
on a
year.
rebuilding year. This is the University of Edna Carr in the discussion.
At his best.
That's
At his
it.
best.
It is, man. Edna Carr all the way.
I know Alex wants Warren Easton.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, no.
I was about to walk off set. Somebody picks against my team.
Car is going to roll.
Oh, you gonna walk up? You promise if I pick against you, you gonna leave? You promise?
He said, you promise you gonna leave?
Give me
We
one.
only got one more pick, so don't know that. Don't know that.
Yeah.
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna leave
no,
that.
in
And
the
the
car.
Cardinals
In the
are
car.
state champions.
Right, I think so.
I think it'll be them or Neville though. I think Neville could give him a shot because of that running back, but
Yeah, they can, and I think it would be a very close game. But man,
Last game, ladies and gentlemen.
I think this is the toughest one, y'all.
I went car myself.
yeah, I think it is.
I think this is the toughest game
That's
to
another
pick.
one I couldn't put
Yeah.
a check mark by.
That's why it's last, Donald. That's why the game is last.
Rumble.
Archbishop Rumble.
They don't know
Rumble.
who's playing.
Rumble gonna take it.
They got to know who's playing.
Yeah,
Rumble.
Jordy got to tell him who's playing.
You got
it for.
Brother Martin. Okay, you got Brother Martin.
Yeah,
They don't
That's
know
it.
who they playing.
True.
I got to tell everybody who they playing.
Go ahead, tell him.
3-0.
Uh-huh.
Brother Martin. At 3-0. Archbishop Rummel. Does it not get better than that, Gary?
Y'all
No.
take,
You
y'all,
said
y'all take
you-
your time talking.
No.
I'm looking at this real quick.
No,
You
this,
looking at
That is
Rummel
the
or Brother
best
Martin?
game in the state of Louisiana this week.
And you said the
yeah,
key word.
I
at.
think
Brother
Arch,
Martin at Rumble.
Yeah, I
Rumble
think-
will take it at home.
I agree with you. I think
Yeah.
Rummel at home. Now I think this is going to be a dog fight. I think it's going to be two Rams in a
Yeah.
field hitting each other.
Yeah.
But I think
This
think
is Division
Rummel,
One football at its
Right.
best.
I think Rummel is going to
Oh,
come out
aren't
on
they
top.
playing on ESPN that night? Rumble and Brother Martin?
I don't think so. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
I think this
I
is,
think Edna Carr is going to be playing.
There's
playing
not
with
much
these guys.
separation
No.
in the points spread, in the points on the wins from
low scoring.
Man.
Brother Martin's
I
wins
gotta-
and Rummel's
I
wins.
gotta
There's
go to
not
the
much
points.
difference.
I think it's a low scoring game.
Very
Yeah.
low scoring game.
I know Brother Martin personally because we played against them 3 of my 4 years in school.
That's
That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's,
it's tough. That's a tough.
that school. I don't know if they changed the offense, but they're a hard nosed.
Let me go to the point spread, y'all.
They've always been a run first team.
Pull out the stats.
Let me get Rummel at home,
I'm going. Yeah. I'm going Archbishop Rummel.
and we played Rummel too, and we lost.
What does Louisiana think of the point spread? And listen up, Donald. You're gonna like this.
He has all that on that.
As soon as I find it, Donald, say something interesting.
He's
Rumble,
searching for it.
I'm just saying, Rumble gonna take it. I think Rumble is gonna be more a physical team at home.
Man, I'm gonna tell you.
Schools here, man.
I watched Brother Martin play last year,
Uh-huh.
and it was one that was streaming. I don't remember what it was, but I think it was they were playing against. I want to say Newman.
Okay.
That's a tough ball club, and they were young. This right here, those two teams are
Well, we was
are,
making
are
good time
so,
until Jordy took his time.
are so equal to each other. They're so equal to each other that it's like I said, it's gonna be a hard game. So, but I have to
Hey,
give Rummel the
hey.
edge at home.
Anyone
I have
got a Jeopardy ring to
Uh-huh.
sound for Jordy?
Here's the point spread. Brother Martin by 6.5. They're projecting the score to be 20-14. Brother Martin's favorite.
That's a good
They
score.
were-
That's a
they
good
were-
score
But the opposite
projection.
way.
But the
Yeah,
opposite
well,
way.
but
I think it's the opposite way.
yeah,
I like Rummel.
Yeah,
I
Rummel.
like Rummel.
We Rummel across the board.
Right.
Yeah.
You could have just said that.
I could have, but I didn't. Yep.
Oh,
One
yes,
last
you
got
time for our sponsors: Buck and Duck, Deaton's Cajun Kitchen, Birdseye Insurance, Lake Area Insurance Group with Wells Cooley. We thank you very much for sponsoring us this week. Tomorrow we are off, but Thursday you can catch us down in Elton, Louisiana for Elton versus Basile. And then Friday night we have Northwest hitting the road to Lake Arthur, Pine Prairie. That's where we will be. And Saturday we are off. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. Final words heading into week 6, Donald.
Please stay healthy, everybody. Please stay healthy. Enjoy yourselves over there at the game. The cool front is coming in. Temperature gonna be low, so everybody go out there and have fun and support your local teams.
Yeah.
But at the same time, remember COVID and Delta is still out there. God bless. Have a good evening.
Destin just informed us that we have another sponsor. So outstanding news there. Lemon's Honey Hole out of Elton, Louisiana, joining the team this week. Thank you, Destin, for that.
Thank you,
Hey,
Destin.
what can you say about Destin, man? He's doing
Great job.
Outstanding work, and it's greatly appreciated. I know
When we
I
gonna meet him?
appreciate it.
I never met him. I never met Destin.
Destin from Kinder,
Yeah,
handling all the fundraising and sponsorships.
Okay.
we
So
appreciate that.
thank you
Destin.
so much, Destin, from the bottom of my heart. Alex,
Yeah,
final words.
District play starts gonna get real interesting here.
You realize you got some senior nights this week.
week.
They got some teams not even gonna play at home the rest of the season.
Well, you see, the thing about it,
That's
these
crazy.
coaches want to get this. They want to get the senior night and homecoming. Want to get all that out the way because now it's the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
That's when we was playing ball in school. That's how it was at Appaloosa High School. They even put it at the beginning or at the end because we want to get these district games out the way. Yeah.
But we was always at the end.
Final words?
Yeah, district play is gonna get real interesting.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Gary?
You know, I think we got a lot of close games that's going to be here this week. All of the high schools, local, everybody, stay healthy, stay safe. Remember, you know, you got to take care of yourself. You got to think about other people. Let's make sure we stay healthy and have a great game. You know, a great game across the board for all you guys.
Holden?
Short and sweet. Good luck to everybody.
Good luck to everybody. I want to say thank you, a very special thank you. These two ladies don't get enough credit. Nobody mentions these two in front of us, so I want to mention it right now. We want to thank Holly and Miss Cookie coming week in and week out for sitting in the audience, writing down the picks for us. Don't think that doesn't go unnoticed. I thank y'all so much for being here.
Christmas is coming around the corner.
Oh, yeah. Christmas at Donald's this year.
That's right. Lots of food.
Week 6 football, it should be real interesting. It should be a lot of outstanding games because that bottom half was interesting there.
Yeah, you're
District play starting, rivalries are renewed, parish meetings, a lot of stuff on the line this week. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It has been an absolute pleasure. From myself,
Darlene, say hello.
from Mr. Donald, from our guest picker, Mr. Alex, from Mr. Gary Swallow, from Mr. Holden Lee. It has been a pleasure. Everyone have a good week. We will see you Thursday night in Elton, Friday night in Pine Prairie, and Friday night right here for the recap show. That will do it for now. Sam, if you wanted to call in, I'll stay here and take the call. But other than that, we're closing the show.
You said you got me a hat.
So y'all good to go,
Yeah,
fellas?
we good.
I'm gonna see if he wants
Have a
still
good
wants
evening,
still wants to call in.
All right. Cool.
Sam says it's all good.
Sam, you good? We'll just talk to you Thursday night.
Just me and you going, Jordan?
Me, you, and Keith.
He's gonna go to that one game.
Yeah. Then Friday, I'm not sure if you're coming.
I said I was coming.
You
Dog.
coming Friday? Okay, me, you, Gary, and Holly Friday.
Where are we going again? I know that game, but where's
Okay.
that?
right,
Park
guys.
Way. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Myself and the rest of the panel. Have a good one.